What's up, guys? It's your best friend here, Toast. We are going to be doing a KvK1 Basics guide. Diving straight into it, one of the biggest things that you probably have already done by now going into KvK1 is save up your AP. There's going to be a big Eve of the Crusades event. For me, that's already passed. Um, but you're going to want to save up all your AP for that first stage. It's going to be killing Marauders, and you get absolutely insane chests. I already came out with a video opening and the rewards are absolutely insane. Um, Another thing you see coming into KvK is Heliumber mines. Um, these are great. They basically give you Valor. You harvest them, they give you Heliumber resources, and then you put them back into the mines and upgrade them. What they affect are things like uh, barbarian forts. If you have more valor than the fort, then I believe you get um, a little bit more damage over them. Another thing they affect is this new thing called Daybreak Trials. What those are basically Path of Vengeance, but for late game. Um, Going straight into them, basically, it's the same concept. You have Valor. Whatever stage you're on has a recommended Valor. If you have more Valor than the recommended Valor, then you deal damage bonus. If you have less than the recommended, then you take extra damage. The way you do your lineup, you're basically going to want to have a tank march in the middle, and then two powerful, attack marches on either side. So I have Charles Martel and Richard, and then on either side is my backdoor Cav march, and then my main infantry march. That's going to give you the best results typically. When you go into it, I'll skip this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose because the difference is just a little bit too much. Yeah, so it tells me all damage minus 35, they get plus 400 all damage. So I don't really have a chance. I'll have to upgrade my mines a little bit more, and it gives you a recommendation for the main thing that you need. You can get them from training units, upgrading City Hall, upgrading commanders, and then upgrading your Heliumber mines. And right now, that's my weakest link right now. Another thing is you'll get daily rewards based on what stage you're on. I'm on stage 209, so these are the rewards that I get. As you progress through, you'll get better rewards. Each stage gives you Heliumber, a couple of random rewards, and then these every 10 stages gives you a little bit something better as your rewards, and they can get pretty good. Next thing we have is Honor. You basically get this from killing barbarians, doing forts, and once the ruins open, you'll be able to get a lot of honor from the ruins. You'll be competing on an individual level, an alliance level, and a kingdom level. The rewards, I think, are best for individual because you get the City Hall skin, and then alliance rewards are pretty sweet too because you can get the avatar frame and then the gold heads, and you get alright speed ups from that as well. Another thing that goes with honor is you'll get these right here. You'll get these honor points, which you can donate to Kingdom Tech. Kingdom Tech? Yeah, Kingdom Tech. Another thing is the Crusader events. There's an individual alliance and kingdom challenges, and they vary between building minutes, barbarians, honor as a whole, and then you can go into ones that's like injuring or sev wooning troops from another kingdom and stuff like that. They give you decent, they give you alright awards. It's just something to kind of build up to. You also have Lost Kingdom Chronicles. It's basically the same thing that's in your city, but everything is specified towards Lost Kingdom instead of your home kingdom. Not much to talk about there. Going into troop count, it's recommended that for whatever march you're running, you're gonna want at least 300,000 of them as a minimum. Most bigger guys are running, I say bigger guys, not quite whales or krakens, but I mean, for me, I'm running 600,000 infantry. My backdoor march almost has 300,000 troops for that, and I don't really care for archers, but this is going to be kind of what you're going to want your troop count to look like. Maybe not as much as mine, but at least 300 on whatever march you're running. And to go with that, you're going to want around 100 days per march that you plan on having running in the KvK. So if you're running one march, you're going to want 100 days. If you're running two marches, 200 days. And for some people that might be an overestimate, but it's not going to be beneficial for you to have troops and run marches if you are not going to be able to support them and heal them, because at the end of the day, if you can't heal your troops, you're just a paperweight. Another big thing is commanders. You'll see a lot of people running Pyrrhus, if they're garrison or rallying, Charles Martel. CC's a big one, Belly's a big one, Sun Tzu, Richard, Minamoto. You'll see people run, let's see, Baibars. But for this KvK, I'm just going to be running Pyrrhus and Sun Tzu, and then Belly and CC as a backdoor march, and that's all I'm going to be running. Another big thing, if you have the opportunity to, is to get to the VIP 14. It's going to give you that unit capacity. So instead of having 200,000 troops in a march, you'll be able to have 210,000. My Pyrrhus march has a accessory, I forget what it's called, but it allows him to have another 3% capacity on top of that. So I'll be able to run a march of 316,000 troops in one march. Another thing to look forward to when you're doing these challenges with your kingdom, you'll be competing for buffs. So we were second place in our Eva Crusades event, which allows us to have a 2% all damage buff. And then as you as you complete the next couple challenges after that, you will be able to have an increase in hospital capacity, all damage, and gathering speed. Another thing to make sure you have is your hospitals level 24. If you can get them to level 25, you probably shouldn't be watching this video because this is a basics, but a lot of people neglect hospitals and leave them at, somewhere like 17 or 20 or 22 or 23. You want them maxed out. With me having all of mine maxed out, I'm sitting at 585,000 troop capacity, and that's with the 100% buff. And then another thing is your city hall obviously should be 25, especially by now. Your research, hopefully you have done your due diligence and upgraded your research. For me, I'm infantry with a backdoor cav march, so I have all of my research pegged out, ready to go. Your castle is another big thing if you plan on running rallies. You're going to want to get your castle level up. It's going to allow you to have an increased rallied army capacity. Big thing that people worry about is farming in KvK. As long as you're within your city's territory or within like the safe zone. Like for us right now, obviously we're safe to farm anywhere in here because no other alliance or kingdom has access to our zone. But if you were to come into here and tried to farm with 76 having access to you like that, you would have to watch out for farm killers. Obviously, when you get into KvK and like the actual battles open up for let's see, like this zone, you're going to want to watch your deads, watch your sevs, so that you're not allowing devs to take place. Another big thing, save your teleports. I've been using mine like crazy, but I know I can get them back, so I'm not too worried about it. I go back and forth between the home kingdom and this kingdom, specifically for gems. So I'm constantly using these random teleports and the territorial teleports, but you are going to be teleporting and moving around like crazy, so spare your teleports as much as you can. One last thing is the blacksmith. You're going to want to have decent gears built for your characters. It really makes a difference. For example, just my gear alone, I'm getting plus 10% infantry attack, 36% defense, 10% health. If you have awakened gear, you can have your infantry base defense or infantry base health stats buffed up a little bit as well, and that's going to be a big thing. You'll have events like this. Some of them have gone away, but like the Artisan's Forge, you're going to want to complete all the quests throughout the 3 or 4 days that it is active. The most important thing is going to be the Iconic Crystals, because you'll use those to awaken your legendary gear. And then, for me, I always want materials, so I'll get whatever else I can get from that. That will help with creating gear. This event, it's always good to get the golden heads if you can. These material chests is another big one for me. And then, whatever. You have a ton of time to get a ton of shells and chests. Ship crests. And you shouldn't have any problem getting that. Alright guys, and last but not least, the absolute biggest thing to do in KvK1 is to have a good time. Watch the map, see how things develop, learn from things, learn from your mistakes, learn from other people. That's about it. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to click the bell. Stay freaking sexy. And I'll see you next time. See ya!